One time I got bit by a wolf. Yeah. And I went to the nurse. And I was like, I was bit by a wolf. Sorry, I can't do it. And she says, where? And I'm like, no, just a normal wolf.
I killed a werewolf once. But when I got to it, it had turned back my neighbor's dog.
Oh my gosh, dude. I failed, dude. Dude, I had it.
I thought you were going to pull it off.
I was going to pull it off, but I didn't. Next time.
This is what FedRAMP has driven us to.
Yeah. I don't think we should talk about anything important.
Okay.
Well, maybe. What do you want to talk about?
I want to record a short video we can use as an ad, or not even an ad, but something to send to existing FedRAMP ATOs with the general theme that Keaton posted of FedRAMP was supposed to be the finish line, and now you've got to change your existing FedRAMP and also maybe transition to Rev 5 and also do DoD separately and maybe just get a solution that does it all in one place.
Cool. Great. Let's just riff.
Let's just riff it.
Dude, the whammy bar is an amazing invention.
It's amazing.
It's so sick. Do you know how to do the elephant noise? Eddie Van Halen had this like elephant trick.
My elephant for you, okay? Ah, man.
And that was so sick. So what you do is you turn the volume knob all the way down and you do harmonics like on, 5th string on the D string, and then like you just do the harmonics all the way down on a couple of them. And then when you turn it up, it goes, wow!
That's cool.
It's sick. Eddie was the goat.
He was the goat.
He is so
good.
sick. I learned, I just Eddie wannabe. I'm an Eddie wannabe. But then when I got my surgery, it's just not the same. But I can still throw down, dude.
You can still shred.
I can still shred a little.
I could never shred, but I could finger pick. Singer-songwriter.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It just takes a lot of dedication to the craft.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to be willing to like, if YouTube existed when I was learning, oh my gosh.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. And like all these kids come in and now they can YouTube all day because they don't have to work.
You can learn anything.
I know, man. My kids, I tell them that and they're like, no, I'm just going to grind on Fortnite. I'm just going to grind on. And then like the older kids, right? Like Zach, he comes up, he's like, man, I should have listened to you, Dad. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. Jack's learning to play the guitar.
Oh, sick.
And I was like, Jack, this is how you learn to play it. Just look up the song you want to play, guitar tab. Here's how the strings lay out. Just do this. And I walked him through how I learned. And then he was like, I'm just going to look it up on YouTube. And I was like,
It's way better.
oh, it makes more sense.
The tabs were consistently wrong, even back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you were buying this tab, I'm like, that's not it. Or it looked like so ridiculous. And so it was easier for me to just listen, And I tried learning music, like sight reading, like with piano for a little bit. That obligatory, like you had to do piano lessons, like every other like white kid, and like where I grew up, right? So it's like, and other ethnic groups, but like.
Welcome all ethnicities to the piano lessons.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway.
Like all the other white kids.
Yes. Anyways, but I didn't like it because my piano teacher, she would be like, play this like Money Can't Buy Everything song. And I'm like, this song sucks.
Yeah.
This song is stupid. And like, that was like every piano song. And then my brother was getting guitar lessons from her too. Like she's a pretty good musician, but he was learning dumb songs. except he was trying to learn more than words, like back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I heard it over and over again, but he worked on it forever, but he'd only practiced like that day. And I loved guitar, and I'm like, dude, I should learn guitar, but I'm like, I was like, Zach's not that good. Yeah. Sorry, Zach, I love you. But like, he wasn't that good. And so, one time, like, I would grow up, I get older. I'm in football. My friend Nick Rini is playing guitar. I hear him playing, and he's playing Bush Machine Head. And I'm like, that sounds sick. I'm like, that sounds exactly like the radio. He's like, yeah, it's not that hard. It's these octave chords. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so good. I thought he was so good. But then he played like other like Misfits songs, and I'm like, oh, sick, and Rancid and like Pennywise. And then he did Bro Hymn with like the muting.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like thinking, that's sick. I'm like, how are you so good? He's like, I don't know, like my dad taught me. And I was like, Nick Rini is so good at guitar. And I'm like, guys, Nick Rini is so good. He can play Bush. he can play Offspring. I'm like, he's so good. There's no one better than him. And Nick Rini, he actually was pretty good. But he was just playing the basic songs
Yeah.
But he was just like...
Power chords.
Yeah, power chords and the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Oh my gosh, dude. So I'm like, he's so good. And then I'm like, I didn't really ask him about it. But then we had someone come, a missionary or something came like from like Iowa. He came to my house, and he was brand new. And I was listening to 311, this song Down. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Chill. But I didn't know how to play it then, but I was playing it, and I'm like, chill, light on my side as my ego becomes a funky child, put some words on my tongue, be like in, check it out, and my mouth gets loose, so while I scatter the spit, I dream of juice. Have you ever made out in dark hallways? Displayed the taste that made your day, or say, play a track from your record collection. It's your mix. Congratulations. So I'm like singing it like rock, And this missionary's like, oh, dude, that's awesome. 311's awesome. He's like, you have a guitar? He's like, I'll show you how to play it. Okay. And he's like, it's so easy. Just go. The power chords, just put your finger here and there.
Yeah.
And and he goes 3 5 5 5 5 3 5 5, and I'm like, whoa, that's amazing. That is so sick. And that changed my life. And I'm like, yo, Nick, check this out. I'm like, playing. He's like, that's sick. Can he? Like, he was like super nice. He's my buddy. He was like super encouraging. I'm like, hey, can you teach me all these things? And then he taught me some Van Halen. I'll never forget, dude. And I'm like, dude, I'm so good. I can play that. And I got so encouraged, and I would just, I got like once Nick couldn't teach me, I would listen to like Metallica. Like, I'm like, what's the sickest lead ever is like Ride the Lightning. Like not Ride the Lightning, off of Ride the Lightning, Fade to Black. I'm like, if I could play that, if I could play that lead, I'm the best guitar player ever, right? That was what I was thinking back then, because in the 90s, the music sucked. Like, it was great, but it wasn't technically hard. Right? So it didn't suck. That's right. That's not what I mean. It was awesome, but it didn't rock like in the 80s, right? So I was still in the Metallica. Like, I knew all the songs by heart. I could even hear the sounds because that's just my memory, right? Audiographic, right?
I remember one of my buddies brought the S&M album to school, and we listened to it in our English class because our teacher, he like had it on his headphones, and the teacher asked what he was listening to, and he told him, he was like, let's just put it on. He like put it on his stereo and just let it play. And I was like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember where I was. I was in a car and I heard Enter Sandman when I was in 5th grade, and I was like, what the hell is this? And just the energy, just like, you know, I'm like, what is this?
I went,
Like,
so when
There's a
Metallica,
couple songs that are like that, dude.
Metallica came to Utah like 5 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and my buddy was like, hey, we should go see him. And I was like, yeah. And in the back of my mind, I was like, I wonder if this concert's going to be crazy. Because it's like Metallica. And we were general admission. And we get there, and it's all 60-year-olds.
Oh,
Just so chill.
yeah. I went at LA Coliseum a long time ago,
I bet that was wild.
and I saw them with Korn.
Yeah.
Korn, Korn, but K like
Right.
backwards, Korn. Dude, Korn, like, I don't know. There was a couple songs. Yeah, it was like, you know, what you listen to before, like, you go out to a football before we went and
Like
got
your
our asses
girlfriend
kicked or something.
Broke up with you. You're like, oh, life
Are
sucks.
you ready?
Give me some corn.
Yeah, before you got, yeah, your butt's kicked, sorry. Yeah, but Korn was not that good. I mean, they were fine, but
There was a lot.
Metallica, I remember I was young and they were sick.
Yeah.
It's like one of my
they
first
were.
concerts. Anyways, so I tried to like listen by ear, and I just stuck with it until I got it to go.
Fade to Black also has that super sick drum solo in the middle, and then it has the guitar, like the guitar thing they layer on top. That's so cool.
Yeah, like, did you just say Lars has a sick drum solo?
I have Fade to Black does.
Yeah.
I know you don't like him.
Do da do da do da do. He's like, I don't know, man. All you have to do though for Metallica, because the melodies are so dope, all you need to do is like basically the beginning of Enter Sandman, which is easy.
Yep.
You know, it's just like so easy. Not that I've like tried to like play that on drums, but
I think I thought it was sick
think-
because that was the first time I'd ever heard the double bass pedals,
yeah.
and I was like, "Ooh, that's cool."
I'm like new school, so I was pretty into new school punk, and so there's something about the double bass pedal. It's like okay, but like I think I like the eighth notes of like punk, like I love that,
Mm-hmm.
like more than anything. Anyway, so like Tabs, like I didn't have YouTube, but if I had YouTube,
We would be professionals right now.
yeah,
Probably.
and Paramify would have never happened.
It would be a band.
We'd be a band.
Or have a band.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, who knows?
Should we pivot? We have funding now.
I mean,
We can't take it away.
yeah, I love music. It's so awesome. You cannot die with your music still in you.
We can't.
And we have a lot of music, GRC wise, and I sing a lot. We code a lot and we build a lot. What else do you want to talk about?
I hated piano lessons.
Yeah.
It was my mom's excuse to visit her parents in Orem, so she got me a piano teacher. We lived in South Jordan, and she got somebody in my grandparents' neighborhood, so we had to drive down there every Friday, 40 minutes in rush hour.
Oh.
But in my family, everyone has to play piano. It's like the law, because my great-grandpa was a really famous organist. So if you didn't, you were like exiled. And now I have a cousin that's like a semi-famous organist,
That's amazing.
but not on my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's amazing. Like, so what was, yeah, piano's hard, right? But it's also hard not to like play songs that you like.
That's the thing that's hard about piano. The guitar is easy because you want to learn all the songs on it.
Yeah. 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 You could not keep, once that dude, I don't remember his name, once he showed me that those 311 power chords, I would take my brother's guitar and like play it, and he'd get like,
I will say this. In
he'd get
Utah,
so mad.
every house has a piano, or at least did, in their living room.
Mm-hmm.
And my go-to in high school, sit down at the piano party, bust out Casey and JoJo all my life. All the girls would be like, oh. And then they'd be like, play one more. And I'd play Ben Folds, The Luckiest.
I was sick.
And those, I mean, panty droppers.
Dude, Ben Folds is, I love Ben
His
Folds.
concert was awesome. His,
I would go see Ben Folds.
what's his song? Y'all don't know what it's like being middle class and white. What's that one?
Which one?
Rockin' the Suburbs. He would take an Altoid can and put it on the strings of the piano to get like that weird effect in his concert and then played it. It was sick.
Dude.
He's so talented. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the only one I've seen more talented live than that was Ed Sheeran, and I'm not a huge Ed Sheeran fan.
I don't even know who that is.
You know who Ed Sheeran is.
Okay, what does he do?
Everything. He's written songs for like every person who sings anything, but he's one.
Oh,
he
one of
sings-
those people.
And he also had like there's I don't know. You've definitely heard all of his songs.
What?
Anyway, he would go around to every instrument and he would play the riff and then loop it, and then go to the next one, play the riff, loop it, go to the next one, and then just start like singing over the top. It was crazy.
Those were like the very first reels that got me like doom scrolling. Someone would play like a stupid song like the Coldplay song. I
I can almost guarantee you don't like Ed Sheeran, but I know you've heard him. I think you heard it.
White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes.
Oh yeah. I actually saw him he was on the Howard Stern show. And he was like, I used to suck, right? Like he talked about in
Yeah.
15 and then, yeah. No, I don't know who that is. I've never, like, when was he popular?
He's literally probably one of the 5 most popular every year for the last, 8 years?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, well no good music has come out in the last 8 years.
I'm shocked you don't know who that is. I figured you'd at least know from your kids. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a fan. I'm not offended by this at all, but
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously talented, right? He's obviously like, you know.
did you see
I
that
would
movie
never-
where there was a movie where there was like a lightning strike or something and it altered the timeline and the Beatles never existed? Do you guys know what movie I'm talking about?
Oh.
And there's a guy that one guy doesn't forget, and he's like a musician, so he releases all the Beatles songs and becomes like this megastar.
Oh, dude, that movie I wanted to see.
Ed Sheeran's in that, and him and the one dude have
That
like a
seems
songwriting battle, because Ed Sheeran's like the best songwriter, and the guy wins because he writes "The Long and Winding Road."
Dude, I wanted to see that movie and I never saw it.
And then he goes and finds John Lennon because he's still alive because he never got famous. And he's like, you could have been famous, but you would have died. John Lennon's like, I think I'm good.
I think I'm good. I should have seen that. I'm sorry.
We went and saw.
We could have connected.
We could have connected on this. I did go see Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney was one of my heroes as a kid.
Oh, cool.
I mean,
Like, what were the
I love-
principles of Paul McCartney?
I thought it was cool that he didn't take anything seriously. That was like important to me as a kid. I feel like everybody took things too seriously.
That's awesome. That's why we're like,
Yeah. And then everybody would tell me I looked like him. Old people all the time would be like, you look like, because I had longer like hair.
oh,
They'd be like, you look like Paul McCartney. And I'd be like, cool. I like that.
yeah. I could see that. I could totally see that. I like that about you too. That you don't take things too seriously.
I think it's one of the biggest problems in the world. Everybody takes things too seriously.
You take it too serious.
Yeah.
You're a human. You have a beating heart. You had 23 chromosomes from your mom, 23 chromosomes from your dad. It all miraculous came into a single cell. And one of those cells was like, I want to be a finger. And the next one was like, no, I'm going to be a liver. Because it just obeyed the instructions from the chromosome.
Exactly. So why are we getting so uptight about stubby stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
GRC.
yeah. Okay, so what was it about the piano lessons that you really hated then?
The drive.
The drive.
Yeah. And the fact that I never practiced. And I'd sit down and she'd be like, hey, let's play what you practiced this week. And I'd start playing. And she'd be like, you didn't practice. And I'd be like, no, I didn't.
Did you? And there's the guilt.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm glad that we're kind of getting away from that, like the whole guilt you for everything.
You know, it's funny.
I actually suffered. I like did that.
Oh,
to
the
people
shame
all
in
the
our
time.
generation was crazy.
Isn't that bad?
It was bad. Yesterday I was talking to Josh Daniels about this because he's like, dude, these setting desks hurt my wrists. And I was like, I put my hands out to type and I was like, oh, I don't put my wrist down. And I was like, it's because of piano lessons. Because I'd put my hands up and if I put my wrist down, she'd slap my wrist.
Really?
You had to keep your wrist perfect. So now I just type like that.
They would slap you?
She would, not like hard, but she would slap us
Hey,
up.
now, oh, man.
With a ruler. Just kidding.
Man, maybe I should have stuck with piano lessons, then I would have never got cubital
Just imagine
tunnel
what could have
and
been.
carpal tunnel. And I would still be shredding. And
And we'd be famous.
yeah, dude,
Parama Band.
yeah,
All roads but one led to Parama Band.
yeah.
And yet here we are.
So the most punk rock thing to do after, not actually, because I was in a band for a while. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah. And we had a good album, but then kind of went on my own way, right? Did something else.
Your solo career.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Went on a mission and everything, and glad I did. And well, I have no regrets because the next best punk rock thing to do was definitely not what I picked. I'm the worst fit for this industry.
Yeah.
Worst fit. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm avoiding the subject. Yeah, Drake. I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
What else? It's okay though. We've done some pretty cool things.
We've done some cool things. I could see, like, I actually think that the cybersecurity aspect of it is cool and fun.
What did you say?
It's like a game. It's like a offense, defense, red team, blue team strategy.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of cool.
It's just then writing it all down in thousands of pages, not as cool.
Yeah, it was so interesting because yes, I get it. And for a while, like when I was studying, I studied the CISSP because the firm, like PwC was like, hey, if you get this certification, like we'll pay for it. We need people to know what they're talking about. So we're going to support you learning and knowing what you're talking about. I think once I finally got a grasp, I studied for a long time, there would probably be a lot of judgment, if people saw how long it took for those principles to stick.
Mm-hmm.
But once they got in there, right, for me, like they were there, right? It's awesome. Ready to go. Dude, what's going on over there?
Oh.
I've just
Flashing lights.
I just noticed, the police car kind of going in.
Probably a data breach.
Yeah. 100%.
I don't know if we're going to get content today, guys.
This is the Apropos of Nothing.
It's great content. This is real talk with real folks. This is what people want.
This is gets the people going.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, it's slightly more interesting, you know, once you like learn things.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of put things together. But it's really hard for the layperson to understand GRC
Mm-hmm.
and security. And I think the only reason that we are here is because I just have a real high tolerance for pain. And I also, at the same time, not only high tolerance for pain, but I also like I already picked this. I remember when I picked my job out of college. And this is so not true, but for whatever reasons, like, ah, man, I picked this career. I got to stick it out.
Now you're in it.
I'm in it. And I remember like talking to my friend Joseph, like, you know, I did a startup with him and he was like, yeah, you know, we were kind of at that realization phase where like, yeah, this is kind of dumb what we're doing. But he was an awesome engineer and I was like coding with him and I really liked it. And I remember it's like 2009, you know, 2009, he's like, hey, he said, why don't you just go get a job? You can code, right? Why don't you get a job? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I kind of was so scared, right, to leave like work because I already had a kid and everything. I'm like, oh.
It does put pressure on it.
Yeah, but how dumb. Like, but fortunately I was dumb and I just decided to stick it out. But the one realization I did have from that was like, hey, because I did have an interest in business all the time and understanding that like where pain is, that's, you know, where your opportunities are. You solve for pain, other people feel that pain, and then, yeah, we just happen to be in a super painful place.
Yeah.
And we have lots of remedies for that. Just those journeys are interesting, right? The journeys you take, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and you have all these like, I don't know, I just had all sorts of false beliefs, you know, that you just kind of got to break down. But fortunately, I like was scared enough to like, you know, stay in this career for a while until it was just too much. And I'm just like, I just can't handle it. And I just realized I should have just been an engineer a long time ago because that's what I like to do. And just fortunately, the opportunity is here.
Yeah.
Because of, you know, that weird journey. You cannot play it any different. I wouldn't do anything differently, honestly.
Yeah.
The good and the bad. I love it. So, anyways.
That's awesome.
Ciao.